What's going on, everybody? 2Bob29 back at the lounge yet again. Make sure to kick back, relax, and grab some snacks. It's time for some character gameplay, and today, I couldn't wait. I know we got 3 brand new characters. We got a new Michelle McCool. We got a new Rey Mysterio. We got a new Dominic Mysterio for our Champions Dynasty month, but we also got a rework, and it was on Acrobat Eddie Guerrero. For those of you that watch any of my content, you know that I am a huge Eddie fan. Probably one of the biggest ones that you know if you interact with most of the people on this game. So much so that once the news came out about how we're getting a Latino Heat Eddie Guerrero rework, there were even some folks that apologized ahead of time because they knew that it was just going to be trash. Yeah, I'm not really here to fight that, unfortunately. This is not the first time, but now the second time that they've reworked an Eddie Guerrero, and he is just... Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and get on into it. You probably have Eddie on your account already. If you don't, you're going to get him out of the Armory contest this month. He is an Attitude Era Chaotic Acrobat. His trainer did not change. He is the Blue Submission Turn Trainer for lasting 3 more turns. Surprised again that we didn't get any sort of revamp on this. Maybe like 4 turns or maybe 3 turns in like 50% or something, but it stayed the same. His links, he's got the WCW, the Mexico link, and the Attitude Era. No gear for Eddie. He is a blue, purple, and green MP user. Typically, I would go through the move sets, but I kind of want to highlight all of the moves that got changed, including this one, which not only got changed, but it got upgraded too. The Frog Splash. It was 60k, now it's 100k. Deal 100k. Bonus damage for every color turn gem, and then 1.5 million damage and turn 40 gems into purple and pin the opponent as a 10 MP blue finishing move. Like I was saying, so forget color turns, how they always match when you essentially give the extra turn. And he doesn't have just a move that kind of turns the entire board full and then you can do this. You have to have a sub that leaves behind a countdown gem that then makes the color turns, and sure, it's a board full, right? A board full is 49 gems at 100k a piece is 4.9 mil. That's it. That's not going to get increased by your straps, by your medals, by Fury or Takedown or skill plates or any of that stuff. It's just going to be color turn gem damage entourage. And it's so weak that it's not even worth it. Even if you were to multiply it by 10 to add another 1,000%, you would barely be scraping about 50 million damage. So obviously I'm not saying it needs to go up 10x. But something, right? Back when it was 60k, I was thinking maybe they missed a 0 and it was supposed to be 600k. And then, a board full could be somewhere around 30 mil, like maybe something like that. But no, we're getting 100k. So that's trash. Back to what he used to be known for, which is the sub and the lifesteal. So the Gory Special 6 MP sub, choose 8 gems to make into blue submission gems, 1.5 million damage for 4 turns, and then the remaining sub gems get turned into 1 turn countdown gems that deal 150k, and then turn the board into color turn gems at the end of the countdown. The Belly to Belly Superplex, 550k damage, 8 MP green move, 550k damage, 6x5 random area into leech gem strength 200k. And then if you're lucky enough to fight a focused character, you deal 2.5 million damage and increase your blue gem damage by 300% for 1 turn. Sounds very strong in terms of if you get the hardcore side of things off. It is not. The Monkey Flip 400k, 6 MP blue move, choose 8 into green. The Low Blow 6 MP purple move, 500k, steal up to 4 million health. It's amazing how the 6 MP purple move does just about as much as the 10 MP blue finisher and doesn't need a board full of anything. It's also reversal. If your opponent generates a protect gem, deal 5 million damage and increase your blue gem damage by 300% for 2 turns and steal the opponent's turn. So I guess we have a protect gem reversal fighter now. We have a 3 MP green move, 400k damage, make 30 leech gems into blue gems. That will pair nicely with the other green move. We have the 1 MP tilt-a-world backbreaker, 1 million damage, and steal 10 MP from each of your opponent's purple moves. And we have the 6 MP purple standing dropkick, deal 1 million damage, and choose a 6x1 area to swap into purple. So, yeah, it's a pretty major letdown, to put it kindly. There's a couple of movesets here that I want to kind of try out. So I'm looking at the blue move that chooses green gems and the 2 green moves. This will not be good against non-focused fighters. So I'm not going to even bother to show you that. It's just going to be trash. But what I will go ahead and show you is what this looks like against a focused fighter. And it's a random 6x5 area, so you don't get to pick where, but it is going to be 30 gems that are kind of netted together. And then you're going to turn them all into blue, which 30 of these at 200k is a grand whopping total of 6 million leech gem damage. Yeah, it's trash. But give me a second and I'll set this up. Okay, so we've set him up. We have Jerry the King Lawler for blue MP. We got Santa for 1 more MP. We have Acrobat Macho Man for 60% blue gem damage and Trickster EO Sky for 300% leech gem damage, since we're turning all the leech gems into blue gems. We could possibly use a blue rumble on this, but I very highly doubt that it's going to be very good. We have the 150 strap, the gem damage medals, a green move damage medal, and a chic plate for more green move damage, because we have that 2.5 million damage hit, or whatever you want to call it. So who knows? Maybe it'll help. I really don't think it will. And we got the Rainbow Transfusion. Whenever you make 6 or more leech gems, increase all your gem damage by 200% for 1 turn. So we're taking another 200% instead of 30 additional blues. We'll try it out with the Blue Rumble just for argument's sake. It doesn't bother me. Zombie Sammy is focused, so we will get to see what that looks like against him. Again, this is specifically only against focused characters. I'm sorry I don't have the 2x speed. I will set that up and make sure that that's fixed after this. So you would need to make a 6 match or 2 3 matches. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to just go ahead and make the 6 match over here in the corner. Of course, we cascade a little bit, not the end of the world. We're going to make a random 6x5 area. We get our blue gem increase, and each of our blue leech gems is dealing about 2.6 million. We get 30 of those. So against a focused character, he will deal around 80 million is what I'm seeing here, maybe a little bit more. You can't tell. Cool. So that's another real awesome feature. You can't tell, but against a focused character, if you're open to making a 6 or 7 match, not cascading into the pin, and dealing about 80 million damage, he is your guy. So, I mean, that's, hysterically enough, probably his strongest moveset. But let me go get the 2x speed and set all this stuff up, and we'll see what else we can do. For Eddie's second moveset, like I said, I was going to try out the Blue Rumble, but if we can't already see how much damage we're doing with the leech gem value as is, it doesn't make any sense to just pile on a Blue Rumble and then just throw random numbers in the air if the game isn't going to tell us. It's something you can do. Definitely an alternative if you don't have the Leech Ultimate or the Blue Leech Plate. Again, only valuable against focused characters. But for the second moveset, we have 3 new moves, the Low Blow, the Gory Special, and the Frog Splash. So we're bringing back his old moveset of the Health Steal and the Sub. So we have the 4 million health steal and the reversal, which we're not going to use. We have the gory special, which is choose blue. And as long as we have one of these left over, we'll turn the entire board into color turn gems. And the frog splash for the bonus color turn gem damage. We are making color turns, so might as well go with all of the color turn gem damage and see what we can get this number up to. I'm not expecting it to be very much, unfortunately. But we do have LA Knight in the mix as well for purple MP and color turn gem damage. We got Brett and Yeet Uso, who's definitely not an easy character to come by, for more color gem damage. And we have Mello, he was just easier to find than Woods. You only need the 4 purple MP here. We're sticking with the strap 150. Swapped out the metal because we're going to need all the damage that we can get. And our skill plates, when you're talking about going Eddie, you're going old. You're breaking up the all-hard skill plate. Whenever you generate 3 or more subs, increase purple gem damage by 100% for 2 turns. And whenever you make 6 or more subs, increase all your gem damage by 50% for your next turn. So yeah, we're going to check this out against Zombie Sami Zayn as well, just to see what this looks like. And I did equip the 2x speed, so we can go ahead and do that. We have tour perks, but we typically would not have tour perks. You can just go ahead and hit the life steal move. It's fine, nothing new there. This would be at 1, not at 4. So we would need to make 1, 2, 3 matches. And then we would need to hope that we can leave at least 1 sub gem behind. So let's see if we can do just that. And again, because the sub is leaving countdowns, and the countdowns are what's making the color turns, there's no benefit of using the color turn generate plates like the Punk Gauntlets. It won't work. So there's our board full of color turns. Our purple color turns are at 480k. We're getting 425k bonus damage for every color turn, and we're going to essentially turn the entire board into color turn gem damage. So we get the bonus damage off, we get the board to turn into purple, and we just barely fully wipe Zombie Sammy's health pool of like 50 mil. So yeah, it's okay. Not thrilled with it yet again. And for the final move set that we have, we swapped out the finisher and we brought in the standing dropkick move, the 6 MP, 1 million damage, choose a 6x1 area to swap into purples. It's essentially just to recycle us in case we need to, which we definitely will. And the moveset that we're swapping out to now is a pure sub damage moveset. The old Eddie Guerrero life steal and sub combo. It's going to be 3 million damage for 8 turns. That's going to walk out to about, 24 million damage. It's not going to be a lot. The straps and metals don't really matter. You could put purple move damage like on a takedown metal just to make things move a little bit smoother, but you're looking at 500k and 1 mil, so it's really not going to be all that much. The real benefit to this is if we get his moment, which let me go ahead and back out and show you the brand new moment. So the new moment, if we can click on this and if it works, new moment is the Dominic Mysterio custody match. At the max level, you will get 200% more submission move damage. And Eddie's base submission is 1.5 million. So for argument's sake, I don't want to level this up because I still want to do the other previews of Dom and of Ray without this moment leveled up. I will have to deal with, the 1% additional gem damage and health on their, previews, but so be it. In terms of what it will look like on Eddie, it's just going to double his damage output on the sub. So what you see here, you can probably expect it to go twice as fast, and this is not going to be fast, so every little bit will definitely help. So here we go. We're going to start out with our health steal. Very straightforward health steal. You can hit the 6x1 if you would like. Hopefully you don't cascade. We don't. Gives you the health steal back. And then you're not concerned about actually matching anything with this submission. So the goal is to try and just leave behind as many sub gems as possible, because you just don't want the sub going anywhere. So that's what we're going to do here. We have 8 submission gems. As long as they stay on the board, we will do 3 million damage every turn, as you can see above. So there's our 3 million damage all of those times. He's going to turn the board into color turn gems and deal like 100k damage, I think, which is insignificant. Turn the board into, not the board, sorry, the 6x1 into purples. Going to steal 4 million health again, and there you go with the blue sub again. So let's go ahead and get rid of some of these so that we have a nicer board that hopefully does not cascade, and we can beat him with the sub here. So definitely not quick. Is it going to work? Sure, it's going to work, but it kind of just feels like they upgraded Eddie from 2017 to 2025 with the sub damage, and that's pretty much it. Well, there you have it. Yeah, I mean, you could pretty much hear the disappointment in my voice. It is what it is, right? I have just come to expect nothing when it comes to Eddie Guerrero in this game. It's a sad day for me, that's for sure. It's also a sad day for everybody else out there. I wish that he was better. Obviously, he's okay when you fight a focused character. I am not ever building my lineups around specific hardcore moves for class advantage or let alone style advantage ever. Ever, for that matter. I don't have the time or the wherewithal to think to myself, let me mark down every single style for 700 characters in this game. It's just not worth it. The fact his trainer didn't get a revamp is disturbing and bothersome. I don't know why that's become like a trend recently. When they did revamp characters, like typically the entourage got somewhat better. But for the past few months, it's just like, you should be happy that the character got reworked. And it's like, yeah, I mean, he's usable in terms of not being 2017 usable anymore. Like, his update does not make him usable in 2025, let alone 2026. He would have been usable last year, sure. But he's just not great. I will never use him for Titan. I'll never use him for Boss. He doesn't have a hot tag move. There's zero incentive to use him for Showdown. And he's definitely too weak for Feud. So there's no saving grace for Eddie, unfortunately. That's all that there is to it, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, he's okay. He's okay. He's not even good. He's just okay. But that's going to be it for this one. If you liked the video, make sure to like it. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Share with all your friends that want to see what Bob thought about his favorite character in the history of wrestling getting a rework for the second time. And you could hear his wonderful outlook on if you can stand the heat. Leave some comments below in the comment section and let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know what you think about this monthly The Champions Dynasty. I'm looking forward to hearing about it. But hey, that's going to be it for this one. So until next time, y'all, have a good one.